This is the weekly trending news of May 28. Headlines. Number 1. Canada to get back the trash from the Philippines failed to meet the deadline. Number 2. Chinese restaurant in Manila prohibits non-Chinese nationals to enter their establishment. Number 3. President Dutersé was hospitalized. Fact or fake? And number 4. Philippines' first ever warship was launched in South Korea last week. Let's start with the first headline. 6 years ago, a private Canadian company shipped 103 containers of garbage which were wrongly labeled as recyclable plastics in the Philippines. 39 of these containers were already disposed, but the 69 remaining containers were requested by President Duterte to Canada to take their trash back last 2015 and 2017 during the visit of the Prime Minister of Canada in the Philippines. However, the Prime Minister said that they cannot do anything about it because it was a private commercial transaction. The Philippine President gave a May 15 deadline for Canada to ship their trash back, but they failed to meet the deadline. This resulted to the recall of ambassadors and consuls in Canada and the plan of President Duterte to hire a private shipment company to throw the garbage back from its origin. However, last Wednesday, the Canadian Environment Minister announced that they have hired a company to bring the tons of garbage back to their country by the end of June. This time frame wasn't accepted by President Duterte and said that they will send the trash back as soon as possible, even if they will pay for the shipping cost. This wasn't the last time for the Philippines to receive garbage from other countries because last 2018 it was reported that South Korea also shipped 51 containers of illegal garbage exports which were luckily taken care of immediately. Second headline. A Chinese restaurant in Manila allegedly refused to serve Filipinos. Some senators expressed their dismay for the act of discrimination, saying that they should shut the business down. This issue has triggered the politicians to urge the Department of Trade and Industry to look over the foreign businesses, be it small and medium enterprises in the Philippines, to adhere with the current laws and regulations. Chinese-owned businesses should be banned as it deprives Filipino entrepreneurs to have their own, a politician said. Meanwhile, 10 Chinese-Korean businesses in Boracay were closed down for not having a business permit. Some Chinese restaurants even cater exclusively to Chinese customers with their signage and menus written only in Chinese. The Interior Undersecretary said that they won't allow foreign business owners to violate the country's laws and regulations anymore. Third headline. There were rumors that the president was hospitalized and his health was at stake last week when the president wasn't seen in public for a few days. The public demands for inaccurate information about the health of the president as it affects the country, especially that the president holds a government near to authoritarianism. It means that the power and control is centered to only a person who is the president himself. According to the constitutional laws, if the leader of the country is suffering from a serious disease, it is also the right of the citizens to know about it. Filipinos are just making sure that the situation years ago would not be repeated when the late President Ferdinand Marcos had an illness which affected the whole nation. Though last month, the president admitted that he has been experiencing migraine due to an injury, acute bronchitis, and Buerger's disease, an illness related to smoking. The Malacanang still assured that the president is able to fulfill his responsibilities. In a statement of the presidential spokesperson, he said that there is no truth to the rumor that the president was confined but he was at the palace signing papers. The fourth and last headline. Last Thursday, the Philippines' first ever warship was launched at the Hyundai Heavy Industries in Ulsan, South Korea. The Pohang-class corvette will be delivered to the Philippine waters this July. It is armed with anti-air warfare, anti-surface warfare, and anti-submarine warfare, and it has a speed of 25 knots to a distance of 4,000 nautical miles. This donation is just a small token compared with the great contribution of Filipino troops during the Korean War, the South Korean minister said. Other 2 warships are expected by the Philippine Navy to be delivered in the Philippines. These warships were named after the Philippine heroes Jose Rizal and Antonio Luna. The Philippine Navy officer in command, Vice Admiral, said that he thought there is a need to beef up the Philippine Navy because we have vast maritime territories and we need to protect it. These are the weekly trending news. Thank you for watching.